Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. When you buy a product, you buy it because you need it to achieve a goal. So let's say you buy a piece of meat for steak. You want to make steak, right? So that means you're hungry. Therefore, you buy that because you want that. Let's say you want to buy a bicycle. You want to buy a bicycle. That means you want to go traveling. You want to go around with it. You want to lose weight. You want to stay in shape. You want to see things. Maybe just for the pleasure of riding a bike. So the same in war. When you have an army or a country procuring certain kind of weapons, that means they have a plan in mind, especially in the weapons department. So that means you have in mind some targets. So we have here an example. It's something new coming from the new Voice of Ukraine, stating that the Ukrainians are buying drones capable of flying about 1,000 kilometers. So that's about 600 miles. Now, what could they have in mind with 600 miles or 1,000 kilometers? Well, if you look at the Russian map, the map of the Russian Federation, you're going to figure out that Moscow, St. Petersburg, and the major Russian cities are within a radius of 1,000 kilometers. I'm not talking about destroying something, I don't know, in like Lake Baikal or something, or in Vladivostok or something like that. No. Something here where it's the European side of the Russian Federation. So is Moscow going to be destroyed by the drones? Yeah, I think so. I think that I have a possibility of 100% and a probability of 99%. So let's see what this article tells us about the Ukraine's plans. So the new Voice of Ukraine, this article comes from today, May 18th, 2023. Ukraine already procuring drones capable of flying 1,000 kilometers, says Shihol. What is this? Shihol? Is this not a Shmihal here? Shihol, are you Shmihal? Show me your face and I'll tell you. Ukraine is already in the process of acquiring long-range drones with the ability to fly up to 1,000 kilometers. Yuri Shchihol, head of the State Service of Special Communications and Information Protection of Ukraine. Jesus Christ. SSS, too many S's over there. CIP, said in an interview with Radio New Voice on May 18th. And I'm quoting, but we are definitely purchasing them and they will fulfill their tasks according to the General Staff's plan, Shchihol said. I told you that's a task somewhere. He further disclosed that over the past month, Ukraine has procured and delivered over 1,000 drones to the armed forces, with a similar number being provided by volunteers. Volunteers? All right, so, and I'm quoting again, throughout May and June, we will fully meet the needs of the armed forces despite the fact that they are falling almost by the dozens every day, end quote, he declared. Shchihol also revealed that prior to Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, there were 30 companies manufacturing drones, but now the number has increased to over 90. And I'm quoting, each company has 2, 3, 5, or even 7 types of drones in their product range, which are being purchased today, end quote, he explained. And I'm quoting again. So we have several hundred types of drones. Oh my God. And each unit, each military formation trains on the ones that are convenient for them, conducting reconnaissance, for example, near Bakhmut, blah, 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 blah. There are global brands that are part of NATO's arsenal, which are quite expensive kit, but they work in conjunction with artillery and help immediately guide artillery fire on targets. That is why we need this menagerie so that the enemy cannot quickly figure out how to deal with it. Alright, so Zhigol, whatever his name is, stated that approximately 50 companies are currently contracted to manufacture over 1,000 drones by the end of the year. Our goal is to have 200,000 drones by the end of the year. Ooh, okay, very good. I am confident that this project, which is financed by the state, and the state is financed by the American state, with almost 40 billion, will be completed by the end of the year. You know that the United States and others give this money. Where do you have the money from? Your economy is garbage, isn't it? What do you produce? Do you produce anything right now? I know it's going down, unfortunately. No. Unfortunately for the Ukrainian nation, not for others, the profiteers, but the economy is zero. Not zero, but it's not going well. The official also announced that over the past 6 months, 25 schools in Ukraine have trained 10,000 military personnel. Our goal is to train another 10,000 pilots within 3 months. Where do you get these guys from? Are you multiplying like crazy? On May 15, reports emerged that the United Kingdom will transfer hundreds of combat drones with a range of over 200 kilometers to Ukraine. So I'm assuming that these 10,000 pilots are for the drones, not for the F-16s or anything like that. So interesting. These guys have a big potential, it seems like, and the Russians just stand still, and we are supposed to believe that. Well, that's good, but again, what are the tasks? The tasks cannot be but something very deep inside Russia. What could that be? Obviously, those bombers that take off from around the Caspian Sea, remember? Those are the ones that come and usually bomb every time Kiev and so on. So the Russians are using three areas that I was aware because they use it constantly. One, the bombers from the Caspian Sea. The other ones are the ships and submarines from the Black Sea. And the other ones used to be, but not lately, they used to take off from Belarus. These are the three ones. But the first one was Caspian Sea. The other one was the Black Sea. These guys are getting the drones ready, and the Russians will just wait and not do anything about it. We'll find out. I don't know when these guys, the Ukrainians or NATO, those drones are produced in Ukraine. I don't believe that. They are just given from outside, because Ukraine fights with everything that is provided from outside. Not with everything, but some things they probably produce themselves. But as Borrell said, and I have to quote him because it's in my weasel advantage here, he said if the West doesn't provide Ukraine with weapons, Ukraine would fall in 2 days or so, which I think everyone is aware of that, unless are below 86 IQ, and then you remain like that. So we'll find out what the target will be. But if Moscow will be hit by these things, then what? They've already proven that the Russians cannot hit Kiev anymore. Remember, all of them are downed each and every time in May. In May, the Russians were not able to destroy anything in Kiev. Why? Because of those Patriots. Okay, so therefore, when these guys are going to send the drones and whatever going to send to Moscow, the Moscows will take it like a bend over whenever, how many times this guy want, and what time they want, and for free. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Moscow is going to be next, and probably those bombers.